All right, we're back. We're online. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, today the stream is going to be looking a little bit more crisp. Hopefully there won't be any lag, but if there is, I'll continue working on that issue. As for the current state of the campaign, we are playing as Franz in This is Total War campaign, where we declare war on absolutely everyone that we run into. And right now, things are going all right. Our wizards are a little bit out of position, but otherwise, not too many issues. So I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. And while I wait for us to get to the next turn, I can talk about the sponsor for this video. Oh my goodness, I actually have a sponsor. Yeah, it is. This stream is sponsored by Age of Zombies Origins. It's a mobile game, so take that as you will. It comes with a lot of the tropes of that. But they said that I'm free to express my thoughts on it however I wish. So this is not exactly an ad read. They just wanted me to talk about the game to get people who are interested playing it. So with that out of the way, as I see it, it's a resource management game with a lot of base building mechanics. And that is basically what it mostly focuses on. It's not my specific cup of tea, because I enjoy sort of more micro-intensive, you know, the in-battle things that you see in Warhammer. But if you really enjoy sort of the base building aspects of Warhammer, or you just really enjoy resource management in general, you should check it out with the link below. It will let them know that you came from the channel. So there you go. That's my first sponsorship read ever. So yeah. Yes, the link is lets them know that if you click the link in the description, it will let them know that you came from me. But yeah, generally, well, actually, basically, what I really push for is to make sure that that I'm allowed to say anything I want about the game. So there you go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send them my way. But otherwise, we have a campaign to try and win. First things first, I want to try and take the Dreadrock. That would be a really nice tier 4 settlement. Hopefully that all goes okay. And also, I can finally catch up with chat while we get into this battle. All right. What do we got going on in chat? Oh, thank you, Gorn. Thank you. Yeah, well, it was a recent explosion of the channel, so that's sort of what does it. Oh, I got kicked out of Altdorf. Yeah, the thumbnail is sort of deceiving. I didn't bother switching Altdorf out for a Ruin, just so that people knew that I'm playing Franz's campaign. But yeah, and Elevator Music 1 is indeed still dead, but being rebuilt as we speak. All right. Yeah, every single stream is me trying to stabilize. Sorry, there's like a lot of comments going on, so I'll need a hot second to actually catch up on everything. But yeah, happy holidays too. What else do we got? I managed to get into the corner. Yes, that is the current position. So far, it's doing pretty good for me. Let's see, and I think over here I want a position like this, and I'm gonna have to try and kick down the wall as soon as I can with good old Heinz. Yeah, good old Heinz catch up. He's gonna try and kick it down, and with the help of the Bright Wizard, we may be able to do all right. So let's try it out. This is a very high level settlement, so that's gonna make things a little bit scarier, but let's see if we can get some piercing bolts maybe, plus a good old piercing bolts and the Hellstorm rocket battery. There you go. All right. Congratulations on your growth. Thank you. It's weird, because usually a lot of people aren't huge fans of sponsors, but it's a good sign of growth. And really, the thing that is insane when it comes to this sponsorship is that I think with it I can probably properly do full-time streaming now, streaming and video making. So that's gonna be really nice heading into Warhammer 3. So hopefully I can keep it up, and then we'll be able to do this forever. We are Sigmar's heirs, indeed. for XIK. Man, that name is insane, man. But all right. So I think we more or less have this battle won. The question is how much damage I'm going to take, because these towers are really going to be hard to shut down. So sort of it's just it's sort of a time is of the essence type situation here. So I need to clear out as much blackguard as I possibly can before we move on. At this point, Heinz Ketchup Plus is on your first place for top 10 anime characters. Nice. Yeah, he's really been a hero to the Empire. He's done real good. They really should open it for him. All right. Anyways, let's see. So the goal is to try and open up the gate. I think a big bombardment over here will help. The handgunners are also picking away at the walls. They have a hard time actually hitting their targets, but I can't really move any closer with them. The alternative would be to pull back with most of my guys and then just let Heinz and the Bright Wizard do their work. But I think this should be able to complete things a little bit faster with the support of the handgunners. Downloading the game takes forever. Well, sorry about that. It might be a little bit of a larger game, but just as long as you're wary that it is a very intensive game on resource management and what did I say? It was resource management and base building. Yeah, but it doesn't really have battle things like in Warhammer. But you know, I think there's still a specific audience for it. You auto-generated your name from those password generators? That's crazy, man. I guess that makes sense though. Alright, man, this gate is taking forever to open up. My handgunners are taking so much damage, but they do really need to tank for the Hellstorm rocket battery. Once I can get Heinz in there though, he's gonna try and face off against the Lord here. Gates are open. So let's see if he can dive on in. I think if I kill the Lord and then the followed by the bolt throwers, then I should be in a pretty good position to hit them with the army losses. That's the hope anyways. Alright, so here we go. I think Heinz should be able to take this guy out pretty easily. This is just a garrison lord, so stats are quite low. There we go, good charge on Heinz. Bright Wizard's gonna deal with the bolt thrower crews. And then, man, my handgunners got absolutely obliterated. But, you know what? Oh man, I don't even have a retreat option. We're out of ammunition. You know what? I'm gonna pull back over here and try and get to the edge of the map just so that they can stop taking hits from those towers that just do so much damage. And instead I'm going to rely on Heinz and the Bright Wizard to try and carry it out here. This is going to be a really nice Flamestorm too. There we go. And I think we're good. We just gotta take out this Lord, right? These guys are going over there. And he is very nearly down. There we go. Bright Wizard's got him. Sweet. So, I think so far this campaign, now that we're in the corner, and I say this every time I start a stream, but now that we're in the corner, I feel like we should finally be able to actually grow. Unlike all the other situations where, you know, just a random army would come out of nowhere, we have a pretty good sense now of who we will actually be fighting. So I think we'll be all right. Yeah, because really it is just the dwarves that we're most worried about, but really not too much else. All right, as for Heinz, there we go. I think a banishment, my bad, not a banishment, a flamestorm should be able to deal with the blackguard, and there we go. A victory. All right, and it only cost the lives of all of my handgunners. No problem. I jinxed it again. I did. That it's intentional to keep this going for as long as possible. Use blast. Yeah, sorry, I was a bit lazy with that. Probably should have blasted the Lord early on, but you know, what can you do? Enticity, you cannot keep jinxing it. I can and I will. You can't stop me. You used to freak out playing with damage units until you started watching me. Yeah, and look at where that got me. Oh my gosh, the losses are insane. But it's totally worth it. We finally got the settlement and we have an insane amount of money. We actually have... We're at minus 600 now. We may even get positive income. Insane. Alright, meanwhile we also have the Haunted Forest, which we can upgrade. And actually, you know what? I'm not going to go for garrisons here. I think the chances of being backdoored are relatively low. So I'm actually quite happy to go sort of more economy here. And maybe I'll get the extra income from buildings. What, that'd be an extra 50, then an extra another 50 plus. Yeah, this could be worth it, right? Instead of going for, you know, logs, which is just 200. Oh, but it reduces upkeep. All right, you know what? We're gonna go for the logs. There we go. Yeah, there was a light wizard, but right now he is halfway across the map over here. So we're gonna have to wait a hot second before he actually gets back to us. As for Heinz, he's going to eventually need to pull upwards. But the plan actually is to deal with the Tomb Kings. They've been fielding a lot of monstrous troops. So I think going for a skirmisher-based army against them is actually going to be the way to go. Meanwhile, I might as well get the handgunner building here, right? Or alternatively the fields. You know what? Let's do that. Or actually, maybe more importantly, walls. Because I'm much more worried about losing my very expensive tier 4 buildings. All right. Now, what else? What else? Oh, are you talking about blast on the towers or something else? Or maybe, I guess some bombardments would have been pretty good on the towers, but you know, what can you do? All right, and now I'm going to specialize into growth on my dudes. My casters are still running. Yeah, they still all have their move commands, but nice, we actually have 2 territories now. This is the best position we've ever been in. And soon I'll be recruiting my 3rd army, which is going to hit up the Tomb Kings. And we have the full technology tree too, so let's get into it. The plan today is to grow a ton. I really want to get some crazy expansion going here. Oh man, positive income. This would be the first time in 222 turns. Yeah, quite possibly. I think we might have had it when we lost a whole ton of armies for a second. But it was very temporary for sure. Yeah, a 3rd army. That means we should be able to hold the north, or I mean the south, and you know, take out all the Tomb Kings there. There's not a ton of factions that can underway there either, so there's actually a really good choke point in that area. Oh, look at that, more authority. We're back to -1. Oh, and the greenskins are down. The greenskins are gone, guys. There's no more green boys, but this choke point right here, this mountain pass, is basically one of only 2 ways to get into this area. So if I can secure this, we are, excuse me, really, really well set. This sort of area here. Meanwhile, I just want to be having 2 armies up here to punish the dwarves. And as long as that works out, we'll be all right. All right, so Heinz is gonna have to, he's just gonna beach himself over there so that we can start getting our handgunners back. We can get 1 million of them, why not? And over here we have the dwarf tide incoming, which we've sort of been neglecting. You know, the greenskins were the main enemy. Now their biggest enemy other than me is the vampire counts. And I'm not sure if the vampire counts are actually putting up much of a fight right now, which could be a bit of a problem. He said we were going to expand for the last 5 streams. I know, but this time's different. Hear me out. Just hear me out. This corner position is OP. Not to mention we have tons of money. Like, there's no way this could go wrong. 0 ways. All right, let's see. This guy has tons of levels. Jeez. But we can put him on a Pegasus. Give him some extra charge bonus. That's actually pretty useless. We only need tier 1 Pegasus on this guy. And then we'll give them hard to hit. Why not? Eventually, my heroes will be able to start embedding themselves into armies, but not quite yet. Yeah, this is the time. Mostly because there's nowhere else to run. So if we don't win it, we're just gonna lose entirely. So the hope is that we can win it. All right. Now, soon Volkmar will be able to pop in here. Let's see. I need to wait for a while to get those outriders going, though. All right. Well, let's just end the turn and see what develops.
It is time.
Man, I didn't know I fostered such a skeptical chat. What is this madness? Having one of the dwarves or greenskins out of the game is a huge deal. Yes, yeah. If I can just secure some good victories against the dwarves, it's going to be really good. Oh, hey, look, Norska. One of the Norskin factions probably got confederated. If I can put a hurting on the dwarves, that's probably the biggest threat out of the way. But for some reason in this campaign, the Tomb Kings have gone absolutely wild and are just starting to conquer territory like no tomorrow. So I don't know if anyone else here has had a late game Tomb King situation where they just start conquering the world. But I'd like to know what you guys think about it, whether or not it's actually something to be fearful of, or if they're sort of schmoes. Alright, let's see. So, dwarf underway. Oh wow, actually a successful assault on them. That's pretty nice. We have the armies of the Empire. The southern realms are coming in. 2 more dwarf armies over there, but they're coming in a little bit piecemeal. So that's a big plus. Oh geez, I swear I cannot lose this to a random guy. Just, oh my gosh, I didn't know that there was gonna be a rebellion there because I disabled rebellions. All right, well that's a bit of a problem. I need to get a guy there as soon as possible. So I guess we're gonna go for Heinz. Oh my gosh, the Tomb Kings are body blocking me? What is this madness? Come on, get over there. There you go. There you go. All right, no problems. So I'll need to fight this battle. I'm gonna auto-resolve it, just so that there's no chance of any mistakes. This guy doesn't need a whole ton of replenishment anyways. And then next turn he can move in and support that army. Let's see, let's go ahead and do this so that we're off from the edge of the coast so that he does have movement. And then let's fight the dwarves. We have 3 Hellstorm rocket batteries, so I feel like that's sort of a really good loadout, plus 1 million handgunners. The problem is I don't have a caster, so Franz is going to have his work cut out for him in this fight. It does very little damage overall when spammed. What do you mean? Tomb Kings are the best enemy to kill everyone else. Oh man, I missed a lot of chat. Whoops. You can upgrade a mount. Well, yeah, for my general. Yeah, Flock of Doom is a little bit underwhelming. It's sort of a spell that you can, if you can upgrade it in campaign and spam it out, it can be really good. But otherwise, Flock of Doom isn't going to, it's not going to, you know, work any magic for you, you know. Alright, so the dwarves are advancing, which is good. It means I can pull back with the Hellstorm rocket batteries and then get a little bit more flat terrain between me and the dwarves going. Let's see, let's pull back a little bit more and Franz is going to run distraction. How's the campaign going? Am I winning? I would say yes. Chat is skeptical. I feel like chat at this point, you know, they know what's up. They sort of expect things to go horribly wrong at the start of my streams. But otherwise, I think it's going all right. Flock of Doom gains more value the more you use it. Technically, it's not like it does more damage though. It just, you know, it just does more damage. Like, it's not like it gets scaling damage is sort of what I mean. You feel like you missed something last time you watched? I was in vampire territory. Yeah, you missed the relocation. It happened over the course of like 1 stream, but man, was it hectic. We were down to 1 settlement for a second there. So we very nearly could have just lost the campaign outright, but we came out on top at the end of things. Yeah, essentially. Come on, Jonathan. All right. Oh boy, man, I just need this army to advance towards me. I really need those Hellstorm rocket batteries to start firing. Let's just pull back Franz and let the Hellstorm rocket batteries do the work. In the meantime, sorry for the quick camera movements. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn my handgunner so that I can get the crossfire a little bit better. If I sort of do this and go into a tighter formation, that should help on the damage output side of things. Because you really do want to be focus firing when it comes to any approaching armies. But overall, this army... Whoa. Accidentally misselected my units there. Yeah, overall, this dwarf army isn't too scary. But there are quite a few more on the horizon, so I have to be at least a little bit wary here. And I should still pull back towards my handgunners. It's positioned like so. And they are going to gun down these iron drakes to start off with before they get a crazy volley off on my infantry. We definitely would not want that. In the meantime, Franz is distracting the range units. Dwarf range units are very scary because they do really optimize damage against my handgunners. So that's sort of the main target priority here. And then after that, it's going to be the hammerers. Franz has defeated Isabella. He has not. So he has no regeneration, unfortunately. Yeah, it makes Franz a little bit more flimsy. I've been sort of powering him up with the potion of healing for the longest time. But unfortunately, that is where it ends with Franz. Hey, Rocky Balboa, thank you so much with the $20. Oh my gosh, that's terrible, actually. Jeez. Saying might be losing my job soon, so this might be my last super for the elevator music funeral depository note. Thank you so much, but yeah, don't ever feel like you're obligated to donate to, man. If you're worried, if you think your job security is low, it's perfectly fine to not have to donate. But thank you so much, man. Yeah, hopefully things do go well for you though. I know it can always be pretty really stressful losing a job, so fingers crossed for you, man. Really, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, that sucks. Yeah, F's in chat. All right, now Franz doesn't have regeneration. He's at 200 HP, and we have some heroes that need a killing. The plus side is that I have a handgunner based army, so they can mostly focus them down. But it's gonna take a little bit of finagling around to make sure I can actually take out the heroes. Fingers crossed we can do that though. I still have quite a few troops though. Franz almost died again. He did. It was a little bit of a close call, but he's fine. There's no problem here. What I really do want though is some casters. Until I get casters going in this army, battles are going to be a lot closer just because of the fact that I can't cheese as well. So that's going to be a little bit scary. Aside from that though, the casters are on the way. They should be here in like ETA, maybe 10-ish turns. So I think that should be all right. Also, man, Franz is really beat up. And I only have a couple handgunners left. Their ammunition is really good though, so that's nice. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. That's those are my words to live by, really. Oh man, but we also have a bot in chat. If you have a mod anywhere nearby, if you could ban that, that'd be amazing. If not, I'll handle it after this battle. And all right, I think that's basically all of the infantry gone. So it's time I get into position to deal with Belagar over here. Let's see, where are you gonna move? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, we got a mod in chat. Sweet mods. Let's see, where are you gonna move when you lose your last settlement? Yo, we're not losing settlements anymore. I think you're mistaken. This is the hold. The corner is the best place to be, clearly. So hopefully hopefully I can, hopefully we don't, you know, get overrun here. But, you know, based on how this battle went, I think we should be okay. Belagar's armies are generally quite scary. And if we can handle him, I think we can handle anything as long as they come in stacks of 20 and not 40. Good old friendly fire there. Yeah. Look, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you get a bit of friendly fire. It's a perfectly normal thing to happen in combat. Oh my gosh, what that? I think the runesmith just exploded himself. What was that? He just disappeared in a puff of smoke. I guess he was trying to overcast and went a little bit too crazy. Poor guy. Master runesmith, my butt. Alright, there we go. But Belagar's gone. We just have this dwarf engineer. And there we go, he's down. Alright, sweet. There was a bit of crossfire. We killed some more pistoliers, but you know what? I didn't want them anyways. Not a problem. Yes, the absence of wizards was definitely felt, but they're nearly here. They'll be here in just a second. Alright, and I need to get in the habit. I'm gonna remember to drink water every time we go into a load screen. There we go. Yeah, I want to make sure we stay hydrated here because it is super dry this time of year. Super dry. Not to mention, you know, talking all the time. It just really dries you out. So, yeah, stay hydrated, folks. Alright, so that's that battle done. We're gonna defend this settlement next turn, hopefully. If they decide to siege it and attack it, that would just suck. We would just be down a tier for settlement. But I guess that was my mistake, so it's fine. If anyone knows about that, meme, then congrats to you. But, oh boy, what are we gonna do here? I guess there's no way to really save this unless I take the fight, but I can't. Oh, that sucks. Alright, in the meantime, I can at the very least get Volkmar. And he's gonna start getting the army ready to fight the Tomb Kings. So that's gonna be 3 of these guys, and then the rest is gonna be Outrider spam. Simple as that, and he's just gonna march down south. Alright, on to the next turn. Describe the flavor of the water. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Let's see. Overall, it's filtered water. It's pretty clear, I would say, but it's not amazing water. You know, sometimes you have really refreshing, hydrating water, but not this time. Also, this might be a problem, but we have a bright wizard, so never mind. Yeah, we should be fine. Yes, I am from Canada. That is why it is freezing here. Although technically, you know, Washington and a lot of the northern states of the US are also at the same latitude. So you know, it's not like mega freezing. With the water. Yeah. The stream is sponsored by water. It's not. But I don't know why I feel like I have to say it's not. But you never know. Maybe I get sued by the water companies here. You never know. But alright. Let's see. This battle's up against Tomb Kings. They have a bunch of constructs. And they're just spamming them out at a rapid pace. Which makes them a little bit scary. So the hope is that the handgunner spam will be able to hold out. But I'm really mostly waiting for those Outriders to save me. You don't know. You're getting pretty much from the other side of the world. What's it? I have no idea what you're talking about, Grom. Oh, okay. As in just asking about where I am. I see. Also, wow, that blast roll did a lot of damage. That's quite good. Alright, now the Sunmaker isn't going to do too much here. And what I really just want to do is start popping them with the burning heads. Meanwhile, my lord is going to not engage those Ushabti. Let's go ahead and pull away from them. Because I want to get in handgunner range before we actually take that fight. So like, you know, about here. And then they're going to have a really rough time. Looks like the burning head did actually surprisingly bad. Wow. That burning head, like, veered way off. Maybe the AI dodged it or something, I'm not sure, but that's a bit unfortunate there. Still, though, there's more to come. And I think for this infantry, the Flamestorm should be able to do well. It's sort of weird. The AI is being strangely passive right now. Yeah, big water could come after me. You never know, guys. You never know. You know, I read so many stories of people that play music and stuff on their YouTube videos. And then, like, years down the line, it just causes so many problems. So I like to say better safe than sorry. That's just sort of my preference. So no talking about brands or anything unless it actually is a sponsor. Yeah, wait. Which one is your boy, Jack Mitzel? This steam tank, I think, is one of the last. Tanky McTankface. We lost a lot of steam tanks while running away from the Vampire Count's lanes. Like, we lost a lot of steam tanks. It was brutal. You're not using Arcane Conduit is so painful. I thought I used it earlier. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and use that banishment. And I think we're basically set in this battle. That Ushabti spawn is going to be a bit annoying, though. I don't want to lose my Hellstorm rocket battery. So they're going to pull back. But at this point, you know, just a bit of focus fire on their Lord. And then we should be good to go. Nice. Alright, infantry should be just as easy to deal with, I would imagine. Hellstorm rocket battery crew actually did take quite a beating. But it looks like, you know, it's still... All things are decent over there. And all my handgunners are free to fire basically as much as they want. So I don't think that's too much of a problem. Yeah, it's mostly infantry left, and it should be army losses now. Sweet! Oh, wait, there's bone giants. Let's get Tanky McTankface hidden away from those real quick. Oh, but okay, nice. They died to the army losses. Wonderful. Pretty cold here in Wisconsin. Nice. How's the temperature? Are you getting a lot of snow? Snow is always, well, you know, snow is sort of hit or miss for some people, but for me, it's always nice. You know, as long as you don't have to drive through it, then that sort of gets real terrible, but other than that, it's quite fun. The AI is gonna pop it on top of the handgunners 100%. Yeah, actually, they hit the artillery instead. I think they have a preference for hitting artillery. All right. Fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully there's no issue when it comes to defending the settlement. If it does get attacked, I'm hoping that they don't have the larger army, but they might. Oh boy, here we go. Oh yes, we're saved. Oh, the campaign is saved. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. All right, so I can simply go here and then move into attack. And then I can do this, and then we have a decisive victory. We're gonna lose everyone, but it doesn't matter because the city's gonna replenish on itself. The main defense is Heinz over here. And then there we go, no problem. No problem at all. Wasn't worried in the slightest. All right. Meanwhile, we're gonna do the dwarf check. It looks like we do have some guys over here. So let's see. Actually, strangely enough, attacking these guys only costs 25 movement. But then attacking these guys uses the rest. Makes it very hard to defend. Oh my gosh, the misclick. The misclick, friends, why? Why do you do this? You know what? Let's just hold Pig Barter. I don't care if they come from two directions, that's fine. It's just Empire armies. It's all spears. Almost actually, it was just an all spear army. Let's see if we can beat this army up a little bit. Nice, we did. So they took a little bit of damage too. And can I slow these guys down? Yes, 100%. Amazing. Alright, now what are these armies? Yep, very high tier armies. Quite scary. So, you know, we still have a little bit of an upward battle, but not the worst thing in the world. Alright, reload. Reload. It's fine, we don't gotta reload. Reloading is for people that don't play on Legendary. Oh, what the? It's Admiral Leech. Oh, hey, look. So there was a Black Ark here. I thought it would have despawned when they confederated, but there it is. Okay, so I have an army to actually take out. That's pretty cool. All right, but on to the next turn. But yeah, if you are playing Legendary, by the way, and you do want to sort of undo some actions, if you do reload the save, it will actually, you know, go back a bit. So that's a thing you can do. Yeah. Man, I know I drive people crazy with the way I play sometimes, because it misses a lot of inefficiencies. But, you know, I like watching people suffer just a little bit. You know, every time I get a comment that says that, you know, I forgot to cast a spell when I totally could have, it fills me with just a little bit of joy. You know, we actually did get to 0 Imperial Authority, I think. It turns out, when there's no one else to vote for, your authority does go up. Franz is the one and only emperor in this case. Alright, now where did that army go to? Are they ambushing me? What is this madness? I feel like I'm being ambushed. That's pretty sketchy, isn't it? Now I could use Franz and just walk into the ambush. I feel like that would be a bad idea. So let's just not get ambushed. That seems like a plan. Meanwhile, Volkmar, 2 turns away from having his insane 20 stack going. And I can take out this Black Arc so that we don't have to worry about future armies coming in here and ruining my day. Now, I have no idea how strong it is, but I have a Pyromancer, so it can't be that bad. Wow! I was wrong. I was wrong, guys. That's a lot of Hydras, but, you know, we have handgunners. Vote for me, I've killed everyone else. No, it's more like France abandoned them to the vampire accounts. There's a very strong distinction there for them. And yes, the Dwarf Tide is ominous. If they send like 4 armies at me at the same time, and I don't have my casters, it's a bit of a problem. But nothing Lightning Strike can't really, you know, deal with easily. Alright, here we go. Oh, hey, you got the game working again? Sweet. Happy to hear it, Goran. There we go, that's how you say your name. Alright, here we go. So the infantry is going to be a little bit annoying just because Dark Elf infantry is a tiny bit tankier. And I can't be wasting my time shooting infantry when we have big monsters to shoot, specifically Hydras. The Outriders, however, will run very nice distraction over yonder. And of course we have Heinz and a Pyromancer, so really, what's really to worry about? Alright. I'm gonna be distracted from chat for just a nitsy-bitsy second while I sort of try to not lose this battle. And to see the Jinx Master, I like it. I like the title. Alright, let's take out these Cold One Dread Knights. These Outrider grenade launchers should be able to get some decent damage in here. Just kidding, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible damage. They're just gonna, you know, chill and distract. I guess my Pyromancer can Burning Head the Corsairs. That would be the best case scenario. And these Outrider pistols should be able to poke at those Dread Knights at least a little bit. So let's try that. Meanwhile, Pyromancer, gonna roasty toasty those guys. Whoops. Man, I should really just use skirmish mode, shouldn't I? It would result in fewer errors when it comes to the micro of my Outriders. Wow, those Dread Knights did a lot of damage. But you know, what can you do? Meanwhile, Pyromancer, doing quite well over there. Thankfully, these guys weren't too accurate, so he didn't take too much damage. And I just have to make sure this cavalry doesn't kill me. There's a Cetra army right next to the Black Arc. Is there? You know, no problem. No problem at all. Alright, so handgunner fire should be able to do quite well. I'm gonna give them magic damage so that they can get through the, you know, the resistance of those Doomfire Warlocks just a tiny bit better. And then the Hellstorm Rocket Battery is gonna start working the infantry down. Hey, Michael Galvin, hello! With the $10 donation, thank you so much. Saying, found your channel a couple of weeks ago, really enjoyed the stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Every little bit helps me stream for a little bit longer. But alright. Let's see, my Outriders just took a ton of damage. Jeez, let's pull those guys back. But yeah, thank you so much, Michael. let's see, what else do we got? The infantry should be going down soon. And then I just have to get Heinz to properly tank over there. The infantry's still a little bit scary, but I'm really hoping that the Hydras get ahead of themselves. And actually, if I can snipe out the Lord, that would be really good. Just the leadership hit to those monstrous units is a huge plus. But it'll take a second before I can actually snipe them. Meanwhile, the Hydras sort of dancing dangerously close to the handguns, but they haven't actually moved in yet. Let's see, but there we go. Here they are. Let's go ahead and increase the missile damage of all of my guys. The fire damage is going to help too for the regenerating Hydra anyways. The steam tank's going to be tanking. And these knights that are coming in along my flank, I'm going to use in my pistoliers to distract them and expose their flanks for my handgunners. Heinz can tank over here. And then I think we'll be okay, except for the fact that that this unit of Blackguard is going to slip by, but that's not too much of an issue. Let's see, the Hydra's taking a lot of damage too. That's a big plus. My Bright Wizard's taking a lot of heat though, but he should be fine. And as long as Heinz lives, I think we should be fine on the tankiness department. This War Hydra should go down fairly quickly too. Oh boy. And there we go. Huge handgunner volley onto them. I'm going to try and rout off the Blackguard by hitting them in the back. And Heinz is still holding out pretty well. I'm going to use my Winds of Magic to buff him up. Buff up his melee defense so he can survive just a little bit better there. And nice. I think we only have 2 more Charybdii to shut down. Charybdices. I don't know what the plural is, but what can you do? Yeah, the Hydra got annihilated. The handgunners in this army are really juiced up, so they should be just fine. All right, sweet. So I think it is just two more of them. The Blackguard are still a little bit of an issue, and the Sunmaker is out of ammunition, but this should still be a win. Let's go ahead and continue that focus fire down. Seems like those Blackguard are very nearly out of there. And they might even hit army losses, the Dark Elf army. If they do, that'd be great. Come on. Get the army losses going, please. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I think maybe once you finish off this last Charybdis. Alright, we are out of Hellstorm Rocket Battery ammo too now. But thankfully, it looks like the steam tank has successfully distracted over here on the side. There is one more Cold One Dread Knight. I think a charge from my... Oh, wow! The Hydra blocked the charge. What a beast. The dead Hydra body, OP. But yeah, that's fine. If this guy runs away, I think I can dodge this missile. A lot of these missile spells, if you're moving fast enough, can be dodged. There you go. Easy dodge on the Pyromancer. The Hydra is down. And I think we've won this battle. Now, there is apparently a giant Tomb King's army, like, right beside me. We'll see how much of a problem that is. But hopefully not too much of one. Yeah. Filling them with lead. An age-old battlefield tactic. Many commanders in the past have done it. The commander just died instantly. Extremely quickly there. But yeah, handgunners. One of the best units in any Empire campaign, I would say. Just because of their sort of all-rounded damage. Of course, a lot of people like the Hellstorm rocket batteries too. It's a really nice mix. But I'd like to sort of try dipping my toes into cavalry-based playstyles. Maybe some, skirmish playstyles once we face up against armies that are more weak to it. All right. So there we go. Between 5 Hydra units, they only got 13 kills. That is a pretty big win. There's the Tomb King's army that was pointed out earlier. But will it be a problem? I have yet to decide. Meanwhile, for Franz, he will probably want a Potion of Toughness. So you can spam that out every turn. And I guess we have to fight through this Tomb King's army to get to the rest of the Dark Elves, but they are not too terrifying. It looks like it's a pretty big army, but it's mostly infantry. So the Bright Wizard's gonna go to town. Avert your eyes if you enjoy the Tomb King's faction as a whole, because they are about to get abused into the dirt. Aside from basic unit of goblins. Oh yeah, the silver shields are pretty big pain. You do need a way to deal with that, but not too much of an issue. All right. I think we don't need to get fancy with the deployment here. Here we go. We'll use the arcane conduit, my goodness. And we're just gonna use normal burning heads because that's a little bit more efficient. Now it's better to wait until you get 30 power reserve. So I'm gonna, wait until it's a little bit higher, and then that lets me spam out a few more spells. Alrighty. Want to pull back to, as usual, to my handgunners. Let's throw down another big burning head. Maybe even a flame storm on those tomb guard. The Lord is going down real fast. Yeah, not a hard battle. Cav is fun, even if it's not as good as handgunners. Yeah. I'll want to try it out, especially if the Wood Elves have a resurgence. I don't think they will, but mass cavalry armies are the way to beat the Wood Elves. The easiest. Oh, I think I might have accidentally lost more handgunners than I should have there. We might have lost a unit to the Ushapti summon, but whatever. Should rename Heinz to Heinz Ketchup Chips? That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Wait, do you guys in America not have ketchup chips? I feel like you guys would. Or do you guys not have... What's it? Heinz? What's going on? What's going on? Why does this appeal to only Canadians?
Going for.
You don't? That's insane. You guys are missing out. No ketchup chips? That's insane. Alright, well, I think I will rename them to... I think adding the chips to the end is actually pretty great. Let's go ahead and do that. Chips. Plus. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, there we go. We'll do that. I like the having him keep his original name going a little bit. So we'll keep that around. But alright, so Volkmar continuing to recruit. Dreadrock not on the verge of rebellion anymore. Thank goodness for that. We have our settlements building up. We have Franz holding the fort. Alright, now I could take this, but I feel like there's an ambush army nearby. So instead, I'm gonna ambush and show them who's boss. Alright. As for the wizards, they're booking it. Get in here as quickly as they possibly can. Which means we can get to the next turn. Big Chips is coming after your channel now. Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh my gosh. What's it? There's like a few things that are brand names. What? It's like tissue paper and something else. I don't know. There's like a few. There's a few names that have just become so common that you forget they're actually brand names. But I forget at the moment. I'm sure you guys would know. Just had an idea for a challenge campaign. Hey, if you have ideas, feel free to leave it in the comments of any of the streams. And I'll look through them all for ideas later. But just saying, what's it? Clan Eshin heroes and lords only. Disband all other units if you'd be interested in the future. I was thinking a Clan Eshin campaign could be fun. What's it? The thing is, we're already in the corner. I feel like sort of having a campaign on the sort of more westerly part of the map. Yeah, I sort of want a more westerly campaign since we've been in the Empire and over here for so long. But I'm not sure. That might change once we actually move out to conquer the world and whatnot. All right, so this should be an auto resolve. Sweet. But apparently the pistoliers, you know, these spears are just too dangerous for my cavalry, so we're gonna have to play it out. Lego is a good example. Yeah, that's a good one. Do we actually have ketchup? We do actually have ketchup chips, but mostly at higher price stores. Oh, I see. Wow, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah. Ketchup chips is it's quite nice. It is sweet. It is sort of has like is tangy the right word? Maybe not, um it has a very strong flavor. Sort of like vinegar chips. Yo, Miss Vicky's, guys. Oh my goodness. We're not sponsored by Miss Vicky's, but oh my goodness, Miss Vicky's. Very good chip over there if you like your crunchy chips. Miss Vicky's, please sponsor me. Oh man. Yeah, there's some really good chip options, but I'm sort of more of a sour cream and onion fan myself. Yeah, oh man, auto resolve. Hopefully CA continues to upgrade that as time goes on. You know, auto resolve has improved from where it was in the past. So I feel like the future of auto resolve is quite good, but we'll have to wait a little while before we get a perfect auto resolve system. It will still run into a few issues here and there. Enticity should be good for your micro skills. Oh, the max 12 units campaign. That one is a little bit terrifying. I'd have to think about which faction I'd want to play as. There's like a lot of good campaign ideas out there. Yeah, but I'll have to see. I could do sort of mixes of ideas too, sort of like the Bretonia idea plus the 12 units thing. We shall see. Wondering what the AI was thinking, making a tomb stack of spears. I guess they have a random settlement somewhere. All dressed greater than all other chip flavors. Wow, hot take. Hot take. Anyone like spicy chips? I personally can't do spicy food that hard. Necrofex. Jonathan just saying Necrofex with no context. Yes, this is world domination, or at least something akin to it. Since I feel like you can do more than just survival when it comes to this campaign. So that's the plan. All right, now this over here is terrifying. We have 3 dwarf stacks filled with elite tier units like crazy. And we're just gonna have to figure out a way to deal with them. In the meantime, I should also get onto the Dreadrock to recruit, but it is just barely too far away. But it doesn't matter too much, because as soon as Volkmar shows up, he should be able to start running over these Tomb King's armies and causing them some trouble. So fingers crossed that goes okay. In the meantime, we also have these guys getting caught up on heroes, but they are so close to reuniting with Franz. This is going to be great. In fact, I would like to get one of them into Volkmar's army. Maybe, probably the light wizard, right? And then Franz gets the jade. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Sweet. So Volkmar can leave one slot open for him. And that means that the light wizard can start heading this way towards the lands of the Tomb Kings. Ooh, and we have another upgrade here. Hey, look at that. Look at that. The Pig Barter Swamp Dwarf. That's actually pretty useless. It's only 200 gold. I could get more, you know. I might be able to get more just getting the paved roads, to be honest. Let's just do that. All right, next turn. Turns are gonna start flying by with this more defensive position. A lot less really close battles. Best chips is sour cream and onion. Not sorry. Sour cream and onion. Yeah, that's tier 1 chips for me. Tier 1 units only. Wow, that would be something. You can see the sweet chili heat Dorito slap. Nice. Yeah, Doritos are quite nice. I like them. If this isn't survival, why are you huddled in the corner? Okay, that's true. You have me there, Edspin. You have me there. Alright, just Necrofex. That is all sweet. A Necrofex campaign, perhaps? Spicy is... Okay, yeah. You know, I know spicy is not technically a flavor, but you know what I mean. It's usually spicy plus something. Also, my poor wizard just got wounded, but he'll be back.
How should we proceed?
All right, let's upgrade that assault units while we're here, and then we're gonna move on over, and then assault units. Look at that success. Wow, he did a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, yeah, these heroes are gonna have their work cut out for them.
Show me the
Ooh, I can make this guy immortal. That's very nice for the witch hunter. Sure, some cleanse corruption. All right. Alrighty, so he's gonna position here to slow down any units. The dwarf tide. What is this? Don't you have undead to fight? Oh wow, no, they're running them over a bit over here. Where's chaos? Is chaos dead? Oh boy, I hope chaos isn't dead. They're dying. It looks like they might have pushed through here a bit. But chaos is actually having a rough time now. That's too bad. That's scary. And the dark elves are absolute powerhouse, plus the dwarves. It looks like the high elves are as weak as me. So that means dark elves are gonna have like the quarter of the map. This campaign is gonna become a late game dark elf fest. That's terrifying. But you know, that's a problem for a later day. Whoopsie daisies, did not mean to misclick again.
praise be to Sigmar.
I need to get just a tiny little bit closer. Dwarves and their anti-player grudges. It's true. It's rough, but you know, it's not terrible. Alright, so that was pretty good. Very nice fight.
I am needed.
And I need to get Heinz back home as soon as he possibly can. Because he has defending to do. Meanwhile, Volkmar heading south to deal with the Tomb Kings. I don't have a ton of good units I can really pick up here. I guess I'll go for the Pistoliers, even though it's not amazing. And then I'll replace them later. Okay. You haven't seen the map in this campaign? Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Now the toll gates, they stack, right? I feel like if they do, that's actually quite nice. Yeah, I guess we just spam toll gates. I could get the fields, get to tier 5. I don't know what that really gets me though. Nothing amazing, but you know what? We'll take a few fields just so that we can upgrade to max. I want to have a tier 5 settlement. But yeah, this is the map so far. The dwarves are everywhere. The Tomb Kings are up here where the Bretonians are because we rampaged through there. Oh my gosh, Norsk is getting ravaged. And Rakarth got confederated. That's something. Wow. That is something. Oh my gosh. The Tomb Kings are actually going ham. Tomb Kings are going crazy this campaign.
Let us move.
This is going to be an interesting late game. I wonder how it's going to play out. We'll see. Also, we're rapidly running out of cash. I need to take some fights with Franz. Cetra in Norska. Yeah. It's, you know, it's technically lore accurate, but I'm pretty sure most people do not see this type of situation in their campaigns. Chariot Showdown, yeah. I wonder if what's-his-face is still running around. Sortha Ek. The greatest. Can the 9th legendary lord for CA Warhammer 3, can it be Sortha Ek? I'll pay any amount of money to get Sortha Ek in the game. Late game turn 224. As in that's not late game to you, or that's more than late game? I'm currently at turn 110-ish watching this campaign on your channel and watching this right now. All I have to say is what happened. Yeah, a lot of things happened. There was a lot of things happened. All right, now what's this army? It's a little bit scary, but I can fight that with Franz immediately. So I'd rather continue beating up the dwarves. Success. Pretty good amount of damage. That is a dwarf army that I did not expect to see right beside me. Oh boy, this campaign just got a little bit spicier. I need to get Hellstorm rocket batteries ASAP. And then I need to embed my heroes real fast, because we cannot kill the dwarves easily without a ton of magic. This is gonna be scary, guys. Yeah, the true Chariot Master Easter egg. That's such a great Easter egg. I love it. All right, I'm gonna go right here. I want to be in range of the enemy. I'm gonna get the handgunners. Get that guard mode on. position a little bit better. These guys are distractions, so that I can clear them left to right. All right, here we go. Here we go. I gotta play this one real carefully. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's so many dwarves. There are so many dwarves, guys. It's mildly terrifying. All right, I need to grab these guys. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna start reforming my ranks. I guess I could have done this, you know, in the deployment phase, but whatever. I want to get a little bit more tightly packed. There we go. Just so that that crossfire is as strong as possible. Franz is gonna be dodging. And all right. All right. Cavalry shouldn't be a problem. I'll go ahead and engage them right now, actually, since the handgunners are in range. Oh, but they're not firing. I guess the hail might be in the way. That's a bit unfortunate, but nothing I can't work with. And as long as I'm retargeting new units with my Hellstorm rocket batteries, I'm still not too worried. All right, these guys are gonna scoot up just a tiny bit. Franz doing actually some pretty good work against the cavalry. I like that. And then my outriders are gonna go and hunt the mortars. If I actually steal the artillery, it won't be... It's actually not that great, even if I steal the artillery. But, you know, it'd be sort of nice, I guess. CH release Mario Kart style game? Oh yeah, Warhammer Kart. You know, if the modding community really went ham, they might actually... Well, actually, I guess Warhammer modding isn't strong enough to allow for someone to make Mario Kart. It's more of a, you know, StarCraft map editor type deal. But if someone did, that would be amazing. That'd be great. I'd pay for that. But all right, I think we're basically good here, right? Everything's gonna terror out to France. I'm just surprised that there hasn't been any army losses yet, actually. What's keeping them from army losses? Come on, I've killed more than a third of their army. There we go. Sweet. All right. So that's one army down, but this isn't exactly the problem. The big problem is that there are 2 dwarf 20 stacks right beside me, and I don't have magic. Of course, I can do the retreat playstyle with the Hellstorms, but it means I'm gonna lose some winds of magic there. Oh, by the way, guys, for Christmas, I got a pretty cool gift. Look at this. In honor of our enemy in this campaign, my sister gave me this. It's sick. It's absolutely amazing. The Warhammer merch. It's amazing. I use this bag for lock picking. But yeah, best sister in the world. No one can convince me otherwise. All right. Let's see. Now, how am I gonna beat the dwarves?
Moving off.
And sadly, we don't actually have Gelt in this campaign, but you know, what can you do? What's up with this army? It's huge. It is wounded slightly. That's a plus, but it is absolutely massive. Franz's army is in a bit of disarray, but at least I can get some recruitment here, and that might help me out. Maybe even some Reichsguard could do well. These Sterling's Revenge do armor-piercing damage, so I guess I'll take them while we wait for the wizards to show up. This guy can assault units too, so I guess we might as well. Nice, that's really good.
What do you require?
Alright, let's move in. Alright, meanwhile we have Heinz over here. He needs to book it up over here. Get that replenishment going, and then start heading north. Volkmar is gonna continue heading straight south towards the Tomb Kings.
Yes, General.
And then nice, and then we're alright. Maybe if you stop betraying Gelt, he'll agree to join me. Never! This is Total War.
Will be judged.
No friends here. Alright, now I can't assassinate those guys. That's pretty bad. But I can move this guy over here to slow down any armies that try to get near. Alright, I think that's a decent sort of situation. I could upgrade the walls here, but the big problem is that we're running out of cash right now. Up until recently, well, actually, my economy is still very battle heavy. That's where most of the money is coming from. So, you know, I guess if we take some fights, we'll have enough money. And worst case scenario, I'll just cancel that upgrade. So
Blessings of Sigmar.
sure, let's do that. Let's do that. We're down to 10,000 gold already. Jeez. You can see the Karsteins on a black coach. That'd be something. Imagine if war exhaustion was a thing in this campaign. I think I would lose immediately. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. All right, Dowie. Come at me. Come at me with all you got. So, if I can get these forces to attack me piecemeal, that would be fine. The biggest problem are the artillery pieces, which are quite plentiful. Of course, I have triple Hellstone rocket batteries, so it can't be that bad, right? Excuse me. Whew. The true corner is where Krokar is. That is true. Too bad the Lizardmen are having a really rough time in this campaign. Lizardmen are getting annihilated. But alright, so these guys are coming from over here. I'm not going to make the same mistake as before. I'm just going to jam myself as far as I can possibly put myself and then have them advance towards me. There are some trees here that will block a few missiles, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So let's try it out. Alright. If I can get these gyrocopters to move in early, that would be great. I have to be wary of the artillery. Alright, these guys are gonna... I'll have to figure out how I want to line up those guys. It's a bit of a tricky situation. Thankfully, Franz can do a decent job of distracting the artillery. But the forests here are sort of a bit of an issue. The forests are blocking a lot of line of sight, which makes things just a little bit harder. Also, Franz doesn't have a lot of healing, so I have to be sort of more careful with him than usual. There's no Jade Wizard to keep him up. And you know what? I'm going to send him to deal with the organ guns. It's a little bit risky, since it means Franz won't be able to help in this middle fight. But I sort of need it just so that he... Man, those handgunner volleys are insane. But yeah, I sort of need Franz to deal with the artillery because they are really just the highest DPS units that are on the battlefield right now. Because in theory, all of this infantry shouldn't be able to really reach me easily. But alright, let's get the handgunner volleys going. Those iron breakers at least look like they're having a hard time. Let's deal with that big old infantry blob over there. Some of these slayers are making it through and I'm gonna have to start pulling back a little bit. Let's see here. Oh boy, Bugman's Rangers are here. We're gonna have to kite. We're gonna have to kite a bit. I might just retreat. That would probably be a much safer option here, since the damage that I've done so far is actually quite nice. But I'd like to get a few more volleys off with my Hellstone rocket batteries first before we actually have to resort to that. Not to mention I might be able to kite the enemy out, but that's sort of still to be decided. Yeah, at least Carl is winning battles now. It just took, you know, a million turns. Alright, here we go. Handgunners are going to fire in on those guys. Hellstone rocket batteries might take some damage, and I think it's pretty important that I retreat with the crews, because I will need them in the next battle after I retreat. That's going to be very important. As for these guys, Dwarf Warriors are less of an issue. Franz can land in amongst them. Give them some trouble. That's a pretty nasty blasting charge volley though, so I will be down a few Hellstone rocket batteries, but the damage is looking quite nice overall. It seems like most of the infantry is actually quite beat up now. These guys are going to retreat in full though, and I think I gotta get ready to get off of this battlefield before things get too rough. Yeah, let's go for the full retreat. Here we go. Full retreat time. I think it was a pretty good trade. Hellstone rocket batteries hit a lot of the dwarf units. I guess I'll get one more parting volley on the giant slayers, because I know they can be really annoying. Alright. And then Franz can book it too. Alright, so pretty good hit and run. We have most of the Hellstone rocket batteries. Our artillery's a bit more beat up. But if they decide to pursue, then it could be an issue. Might want to turn down that game speed. Well, I wasn't planning to win the battle anyways. I just wanted to soften them up a bit. This next fight is the one that's going to be much more important. All right. And if we do lose this, I will have Hinds. So that's definitely quite good. Yeah, the infantry's so beat up because of the Hellstorms. I think it's not going to be an issue. Plus, we retreated in a good direction. They're in march stance. Yeah, this is much better. Here we go. Take number 2. Now, did they take my healing item? If they did, that means France is going to be a little bit squishier. Not in a terrible situation. You're new, but you like the gameplay. Watch a few streams. Awesome. Happy to hear, No Skill. What a name. You know, will you rename yourself once you hit enough skill? This is what I want to know. But nice. We managed to keep the potion, which means all I gotta do now is just, you know, blast through this battle. There's a couple of units of infantry here. I will want to hit them with the Hellstorm rocket batteries, just to clear them up a tiny little bit before they get to my handgunners. A little bit of reforming ranks here to make things a little bit easier so that all my handgunners are shooting at the same time. And then Franz as a distraction. The usual. Yeah, and these guys are down. Real nice and easy. I'll use the Hellstorms to shoot the range units since they... Whoa, Franz! Alright, well, you know, sometimes you make mistakes in life, but we didn't need him anyways. We didn't need him anyways, guys. It's fine. Alright, what do I gotta do? I gotta hit up the artillery with my Hellstorm rocket batteries before they counterfire my guys too much. Why choose Franz and no Gelt? Because it's more difficult. We do it because it is hard. Yeah, Franz, poor guy, just got deleted off the face of the earth. But he'll be back. He'll be back. He has a wound recovery time -1, so you know he's ready for the job. Now some of the heroes will get engaged. That's fine, because I have a million handgunners, so it's not really too much of an issue, really. There we go. That's army losses for him. So now I just gotta, you know, just finagle a little bit. Here we go. Just gotta finagle just a tiny little bit. There we go. All right, there's the crossfire. Thane is very nearly down. There we go. Sweet. That's 2 dwarf armies done, and we just had to fight 2 battles and lose 1. Ah, there we go. And we didn't lose any handgunners. That's a big plus too. Gelt has basically infinite winds of magic, so he's really good at cheesing siege battles early on. And plus, he's just a constant caster early on, which is really good too. Not to mention his positioning is slightly better, but not mega optimal. Yeah, they killed Franz. They killed Franz again. You really shouldn't be surprised at this point. Alright. Now, who are we going to replace him with? I guess I have a couple, you know, arch-lectors that can fill the position really nicely. Let's take a look. But that's 2 dwarf armies down. That's quite nice. And then, since we're basically only fighting dwarves and Empire here, I think it's actually worth it to go... It's worth it to go ham on the fealty. Sure. I think it's going to be worth it to go all in on the Hellstorm rocket batteries. As crazy as that sounds. But first things first, I need to make sure that we're not going to get murdered by these guys that are just waiting for me. Still though, I can finish off this dwarf army. Make a little bit of cash off of it. Nice. The decisive victory. Very good. I didn't make that much money off of it, but you know, every little bit counts. Alright, and the real hero here, we got Hinds. Hinds is gonna move on up. And I'm gonna get rid of these Pistoliers, because we're fighting dwarves now. That's sort of less of a problem. Admiral Leech got replaced with just Leech. That's hilarious. But this army can't recruit anymore, because it's not a Black Arc, so he's essentially neutralized. And I just want to get into this corner as fast as I possibly can. I'm not worried about getting ambushed because that army should be able to win pretty handily in a lot of situations. Oh my goodness, and nice. He's here. Hey, with no skill with the CZK. 30 of it. I don't know how much that is, but it's completely fine. Thank you so much. Saying it is not much. I'm just a poor student. Yeah, don't worry about it too much. It is very much appreciated. But, you know, if you guys are ever worried about cash, don't ever feel like you have to donate. But thank you so much, man. You know, if you have, I don't know, I don't know how to make it worth your dollar, but other than mentioning it. Alright, now there's a bit of a problem. I can no longer upgrade buildings because I spent all of my money on these buildings. Let's see. I really need to get down here and to start sacking settlements, don't I? I guess I could make landing over here and sack the cursed jungle. And then that could be my plan of attack. This is getting really expensive, so I will have to get rid of those guys. I could load up Heinz's army. I could do that actually, and I think I will. Yeah, because I don't really need a huge army. I just need one doom stack up north, and then that can basically hold against everything. And then once I build up a bit of a bank again, then I can worry about that. Alright, on to turn 231. Nice. Yeah, Volkmar is a new recruit. He's very, very new. It was like on turn 200 when we got him. Any artillery is good versus dwarves. That is correct, although Hellstorms are the best. Franz is the new Vlad, but, you know, he's sort of been driven out of that position even. Franz has 3 purple hearts at this point, I guess. I guess so. Can you confederate Gelt? I cannot. At least not in any reasonable amount of time. It would have to be... I'd have to really go ham on the shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Daniel with the DKK, 50 of it. I don't know how much that is in American dollars, but thank you so much. Saying this campaign has been both brilliant and ridiculous. Been loving every minute of it. Keep up the good work and keep Call Friends safe. Cheers from DK. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's great, man. I'm happy that the campaign is entertaining. Also, by the way, hello, King Hatip. Just chilling over there, staring me dead in the face, ready to rip my face off. That's pretty terrifying. How about over here? Looks like there's no armies to the south, so I can't afford to get some of this action going. You know, maybe a bit of some river ambush strats, I think. You know, load up these guys with the handgunners. Except for these two. And then get rid of these guys. Boom. We have enough money for one more turn. And then the Jade Wizards coming on in hot. The Dwarf armies, if I can get an ambush on them, it's an easy win. With how much artillery we have there. It's insane. I don't even need to attack these guys. And as long as these guys don't move out, I'm okay. But man, they're just standing there menacingly. It's scary. Ooh, and soon I can even get some extra money on these buildings. That would be a big plus. But for now, we need to sack a settlement. Cursed jungle, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your money. Oh wait, the tomb